Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome back to another Sword Art Factor, and today it is Leafa's birthday, so happy birthday to Leafa. And of course we have her birthday banner with 2 new skill, and you can see is 2 new chain. So short about the banner itself, it is a step up banner with 3 steps. Step 1 your proficient up, step 2 regular price, and step 3 a guaranteed random Leafa. And on step 2 and step 3 you have an increased drop rate for the future Leafa, 1.3% and 2%. So the 2 new chain, we have a new axe chain and a new sword chain, lightning swing Leafa, blunt and dark, and bright spring girl slash and holy. And this one is available till the 28th of April, so you have 9 days to decide if you want to pull this banner or not. The first skill we're gonna have a look at is Bright Spring Leafa, sword skill, holy bite skill animation, 26 SP, slash and holy, 40-second cooldown, 7-2 switch gauge and 30 break gauge. It does 2250% damage to each single target. It has the shine pile buff, holy element damage 1% per stack for 20 seconds, 3 stack. And if you're using switch, you'll gain 9 stack instead of 3, so pretty good. And for super chain, when you activate it, you will deal holy damage plus 3% when using a holy skill, and 1000 attack while the buff that raise holy damage is in effect. As long as you have the shine pile buff, you can easily activate this one. So pretty good support skill for sword. Lightning swing Leafa, axe skill, greedy shade skill animation, 26 SP, blunt and dark, 40-second cooldown, 92 switch gauge and 57 break gauge, not bad. 2790% damage to hit single target. It has dark pile buff, dark element damage 1% for 20 seconds. You gives 3 stacks, and if you can switch, you'll gain 9 stacks instead of 3. Same again, super chain, dark damage 3% when using dark skill, and 1000 attack while the buff to raise dark element damage is in effect. So dark pile buff activated, you will have the 1000 attack. Pretty good support skill. So 2 amazing support skill, of course, because chain skill are support. Definitely very good with the full burst combination. We have 1 for axe and 1 for sword, so pretty good. Lightning Swing Leafa is a sword skill with higher damage multiplier increase after limit breaking. Okay, you don't really need that. Support skill doesn't need to be limit breaking, not really worth it. And the rate we have 0.043%, 42, yeah. We have 43 here, okay. Step 3, you have 1% for each of the future and 0.021 for the non-future, or 0.022. And for the guaranteed, you have 3% chance to get featured and 3% chance non-featured. Alright. So now let's have a look on other Leafa skill record that you can get in this banner. Here you can see all different type of Leafa skill there are. They are sword, axe, spear. I think that's it, right? She is only using those weapons, and some really good passes, some limit skill that are not included in the ban, of course, free skills, and then some trash skill that I think that are really bad, not really useful at the moment. So the skill I have put here from chain to burst, basically the ones I think can be really useful, still be really useful. It depends what content you are using it for. For chain skill, she has 1 at the moment, but with the birthday she's gonna have 2, so 3 chain skill. And since we already have seen the 2 other, let's have a look on the 3rd chain skill. This one is a support for water build, so if you're using an axe water build, definitely a skill that you really want to have. So this one's really good, buffing the water element damage, so really nice. Next we have the full bird, and she only has 1, and this is a axe holy full bird. It is really good and really strong, definitely a skill that you really want if you're doing a content that is weak to blunt and holy, so really nice to have. You gain a lot of attack, the remaining HP you have, and also, what was enough? 400 crit rate if you're able to break the enemy. If you can't, that's okay, the first bonus is fine, the second bonus is only useful if you're able to break the boss. Next up, we have Connect skill. This one has the muscle build up, so that is really nice to have. And they have all the same, the Connect chain effect. And this one here, I believe it has the Blaze 4 stacking, so it might be really useful there. And then this one, I don't really like it. It has the parry buff, which doesn't really matter too much. But if you want to reduce the enemy damage, then this one is fine. But any Connect that Leafa has, they are still decent to use if you need to add more axe skill into the set. Next, we have 2 axe skill that is our really good support. Both of these are sword axe skill. This one is focused more for water build, so if you're having a sword water build, having this one adding more water stacking is really nice. And the next one is more focused on wind. So if you have a wind sword set, then having this one can be also really nice in your connect skill or something like that. So really good. Mod skill, yes, I know I do talk about really bad about mod skill, but that doesn't mean that all mod is really bad. Is that full burst is much better to being used. If you don't have full burst, mod is still fine. So we have 2 mod sword here that I think are really good. There are more, but I think that the newer mod skill, they're a little bit better than all the ones. So the first one is a dark mod sword, really strong, definitely a really good mod sword if you don't have any full burst. Then next one is holy mod sword, really nice, and also had increased break gauge, so it is really nice. For example, for KO Showdown level 175 Dalos, because enemy has a high break gauge there, then using this as a break skill can be really nice. Then we have 2 axe skill. One is focused on water, AoE as well, so really nice for wave clearing if you're doing labyrinth, so really nice. And then we have a fire axe mod, really good as well, so both of these are really nice. So for really good mod skill. For awakening, these all here are mostly is focused on supporting. So for example, this one and tracing some Leafa, this one gives you buff. So if you don't have target order, any buff skill that is buffing your crit, having this one is also really nice. It's based on your max HP. The higher max HP you have, the more crit you will get. So this one is really nice, mostly for event if you are able to crit. But if you are fighting a boss that has high crit resistance, then this one is pretty much useless. So this one is mostly only used if you are doing event or any low tier content. This one here, I only added this one because it has the flinch resistance but also HP recovery. So if you need like a buff that recover your HP, then this one can be fine. Not really used that much, but it still can be useful somewhere. Sometimes the late game boss, they have the item seal, so you have a hard time using the pod. So having some skill that has HP recovery can be really nice, you know. So this one can be nice on your second set or inside your connect. So it still can be really useful. Next one, we have the Guff buff skill. This one is really nice if you have 2 age skill in the set. It will give you more attack with the buff. The only negative effect is that you're reducing slash and frost, which shouldn't be any problem, because if you're doing a blunt weakness content boss, then the slash and frost doesn't really matter because no one is using that unless someone is doing that, which is kind of weird. So these are a really nice support skill that buffing attack. Next we have 3 spear skill that is supporting the element. These 2 here, these 2 first here, this one and this one, they are focused on fire buff. Really nice in a fire spear build. And this one, the third one, is focused on wind. So really good for spear wind set. And the last awakening, this is a sword fire awakening that is focused on fire buffing. So you have Demon Blaze, I think, and also fire stacking. So this is a really nice support skill if you have a fire build. Really nice. For the bird skill, we have some good ones and some decent ones, but I will talk about 2 skills before we talk about the good ones. Now these 2 here, they are really all not that really useful, but they're not like being used as a damage dealing, but they're mostly used as a support utility. That's it. So for example, Kabuki Princess Leafa, these ones still relevant, I will say. For example, for KO Showdown level 175 Ashura or any blonde water content, because this one still has a real high break gauge amount, so that's really nice. And also can apply mark, 1.5 mark, so still can be really useful. Same goes for this one. This one can be really nice in any Frost Dark content where you have to add more break gauge to the enemy, like KO Showdown Warden. Just keep in mind you are giving attack buff to the enemies, so if you don't have a skill that removes the attack, then the boss gonna deal a lot of damage, so keep that in mind. For the rest of the burst, we have 4 really good ones. Let's start with the sword one. These 2 are really good. One is focused on holy element. This one was one of the first burst skill that has the really good bonus. And then we have the latest one, dark one, really good as well. Let's see if I remember this one. This one is called Sweet Castle Leafa, right? Or Sweet Cake Leafa. This one was one of the first burst skill that has the really good bonus. The bonus that scale with your defense. The more defense you have, the more attack you will get. That means you will deal a lot of damage. So this one was one of the first, and this one was really popular as well. Still really strong in any slash holy content. Secondary bonus, it recover your HP, which doesn't really matter much. You only care about the first bonus, which is really nice. Then we have the dark one. This one, Leafa, Kimono Leafa. This one is really good as well. Better than this one because this one has higher multiplier because it's newer. Meanwhile, this one I believe is 2 years old or 1 year. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember when this one released, but this one was still really strong. Then we have 2 burst axe. One is dark and one is holy. This one, the latest one, holy, really good. Definitely a skill that you can have. You can combine it with this one, with the full burst. 2 great synergy, really good. Then we have the burst one, still really good. I believe this one released last year. Really strong, can be good in any blonde dark content. So really good there. Next we have support skill, really good. For example, this one, the Silverine Lancer Leafa, really old skill back in 2018, but still really useful because it can remove the attack buff. It depends where you can use this one. For example, in GOG, some boss has attack buff, so having this one can remove the attack buff, so really nice to have. Next one, I only added this one here because if you are playing around stack, having the missable stacking can be really nice. Even though it's really old, you can add it on your connect skill to give you more stacking. So this one is still really fine. This one is a shield skill. It is still really nice and still useful, I would say. For example, if you need a debuff, blunt debuff, then this one can be really nice to equip on your mace set. So still really nice. And then this one, this is mostly for crit buff, that's it. If you need a crit buff, yet this one is still fine. It's basically similar to this entrancing sound, but this one does damage, meanwhile this one does not. Next up, we have the fodder. So this one here is a dagger fodder, really nice in a party or in GOG. Because if the enemy is not targeting you, you'll deal a lot of damage, 100% more damage. So this one is really nice. Then we have 2 mod skill. I only added them in fodder because they can be really flexible as a mod skill and as fodder. They have the 2 same bonus that scale with your remaining HP. The more remaining HP you have, the more attack you regain. So these 2 here are really nice to have. So really flexible. It can either be a mod skill or a mod fodder. Really nice. And then we have 2 really strong mod fodder. One is 2 slot, really good. And then we have the 1 slot bonus that the more HP the enemy has, the more attack you regain. So really good as well. Next up, we have the passive. She has many good passive that can be really useful. For example, she has 2 power rise. I believe this one is water or fire. I don't really remember, but I remember this one being holy. So 2 power rise there. So really nice. Then she has a power rise 4. If you don't have that, you have a chance to get power rise 4. These 2, I believe both of these are advanced trooper 5. So advanced trooper 5, advanced trooper 5 can be really useful. Then this one, advanced trooper 3 or 4, one of those still can be useful. Next, we have 2 similar skill but different uses. For example, this one gives you more attack when you're using frost, so good for bow, spear and rapier, but mostly for spear because this one gives you more attack if you have bleed on the enemy, which spear it really likes. Spear likes to apply a bleed, so this one is really nice. And this one is focused more on crit damage, which rapier does because rapier can crit and rapier needs crit damage. This one is really nice to have. This one is mostly focused on axe and mace, so gives you more flat attack if you're using a blunt weapon, and also if your HP is above 50%, you will gain more attack. So really nice, and also you'll deal more damage if the enemy has mark. So really good pass skill. This one, I only added this one, is mostly for the tank. If you need healing, this one can be really nice to have. Then we have 2 skills that are a little bit special. So these 2 here, this one and this one. Now this one, if you're playing around frostbite that you have to apply frostbite on yourself, then this one can be really good. It gives you more attack and also reducing frostbite damage. So this one is really nice. And this one is more like if you have the curse on yourself, then you can utilize the effect that this passive is giving you. I totally forgot about this one. This one is kind of similar to these 2, but a little bit less. If you have burn on yourself, you'll gain more fire damage and also reducing fire damage taking. So this one can be somewhat really nice to have. Devil Girl Leafa, I still think this one is really useful if you're farming weapon speed and only using normal attack, because it gives you more additional damage into your normal attack, and also you have 80% crit rate on your normal attack. So it's still really nice for some late game player, so really good as well. Then we have this one mostly for frost build, so spear, rapier and bow that is focused on water. So this one is still really nice. On the ring, we only have one really useful on the ring, which is this one. Mostly if you need power line resistance, this one can be really good on your ring. And then we have some limit skill, we're gonna not talk about that, some free skill and some trash skill. That was all the Leafa skill that I want to talk about. There's some really good ones and then some bad ones, that's it. Now the question is this banner worth the summon on? Well, it really depends what you need and what you have. So if you need Leafa skill, then this banner it definitely perfect. You can get the chain skill, both of these really good. If you have a sword build and axe build, getting both of these can be really nice. Then other skill that you get from the Leafa are also really nice. A chain, full burst, axle mod, yeah, passive skill as well. So if you need Leafa skill, then this banner is definitely really good. But if you're a new player or a reroller that you started, I do not really recommend rerolling or doing Leafa because Leafa require a lot of more skill to able to utilize both the skills and also the other Leafa skill that you get here. Instead of pulling on the Leafa Birth banner, I would actually recommend pulling on this one, the full burst step of order, because all the first burst skill here that is featuring, let's see, I will show you all the list here. All the skill here are really good because full burst is really useful. So if you're a new player or rerollers, you just pull on this banner, that's it. I did talk about this banner in this video here, so you can check it out if you want more information about it. But till they are 100% worth it if you don't have any full burst, because all full burst in this banner is really good. So in short, only pull in this banner if you need Leafa skill or you need both of the featured, the new ones, then definitely worth it. Otherwise, you can skip and save your conjet for other upcoming banners. If you're new players or rerollers, then you should focus on the full burst step of order because it's much better. But that's for me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Take care now and bye bye.